Join the party, have a hearty glass of...
Hey everybody, it's Adam. Today I'm going to share with you a unique Thanksgiving recipe, which is a little bit different from something you might bring to the table, but it's really delicious and full of flavor. It's gnocchi with butternut squash and Italian sausage. I think you're going to really like it. Let's get started. First, I'm going to deal with my butternut squash. This is frozen, it's in chunks, it's ready to cook. My fresh butternut squash is all gone from the summer, so I'm going to take about 2 cups of this, put it in a small baking pan, add some rosemary, sage, salt, and pepper and olive oil, give it a quick toss, and get it nicely browned in a 385-degree oven. Now, to my butternut squash, I'm going to add 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary from my garden and a sprig of fresh sage. It's going to add a lot of that really great fall flavor. I'm going to toss it just right in the pan, and then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I'm just going to add a big pinch of pepper and a big pinch of salt. Now I'm going to drizzle everything with about a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, give it a quick toss, and then shove it in a 385-degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes, just until the edges start to brown and the butternut squash is nice and tender. While my butternut squash is roasting in the oven, it's time to tackle my sausage. I'm going to use just one sweet sausage. I'm going to take it out of its casing, crumble it up a little bit, and saute it on medium heat on my stovetop until it's just cooked through, probably about 5-6 minutes. I got this sausage from a really awesome butcher down the street from my house. Now that I've got my sausage out of its casing, I'm going to saute it on medium heat with a tablespoon of unsalted butter. Right into the pan. And toss it right in with the butter. The sausage has so much fat you don't really have to wait till the butter's melted. While my sausage is browning up, I'm going to chop up 1 medium onion and 2 cloves of garlic, just to add a lot of flavor. I think I'm going to leave my onions in little rings, just because I think it'll be pretty with the gnocchi and the squash. Cut off the little nub and give it a good mince. My sausage is about halfway browned. At this point, I'm going to add my onions, garlic, and a pinch of light brown sugar, just so I can start that caramelization process so we get those nice, sweet, crunchy flavors. Some garlic. A pinch of brown sugar, and give it a good stir. It's been about 8 minutes. My garlic, onions, and sausage are nice and brown and caramelized. I'm going to deglaze my pan with a tablespoon of apple cider that I just picked up from my farm stand. I'm going to take my butternut squash out of the oven, add it into the pan, and we'll move on from there. I'm gonna discard the rosemary and the sage. Nobody wants to bite into that. And add this right into my saute pan. I've got my butternut squash, sausage, and onions in my pan now. I'm gonna add half of a cup of chicken broth that I cook for about 3 or 4 minutes, and now it's time to get my gnocchi ready. I'm also gonna add a little pinch of nutmeg just to bring out that warm, earthy flavor. Okay, while my butternut squash and sausage sauce is reducing, time to add my gnocchi. I have a big pot of boiling water here, and I'm going to add 1 box of gnocchi. Gnocchi is Italian. It's like little potato dumplings, almost like pasta. They're fresh. It takes about 3 minutes to cook. They're luxurious and creamy. They'll go great with any kind of sauce like this. I'm going to dump them right in the water, cook them for 3 minutes, and add them right to the sauce. My gnocchi have cooked for about 3 minutes. They're floating to the top. I'm going to scoop them out with my spider and put them right into my butternut squash pan. A quick toss. So these gnocchi start to take in all of that awesome flavor. And now I'm going to add just a tablespoon of heavy cream and season it with salt and pepper. And a tiny bit of kosher salt. And some fresh cracked pepper. A quick stir. And we are ready to serve. A tiny bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. And we're good to go. Gnocchi with sausage and roasted butternut squash. Bring it to Thanksgiving dinner and people will fall in love with it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This recipe and others are available on my website, adamcrowcatering.com. And watch for more episodes of my cooking show, Cook with Adam, here on YouTube. See you next time, everybody.
Come on, join the party. Have a hearty glass of rum.